So I'm making a video, a music video
with
of a
the
song
Antichrist. With
I
the
created,
Antichrist.
and I can't play an instrument, sing a note, don't own a camera, and don't know how to edit anything.
What's up, everybody?
Oh yeah,
Welcome to The Tug of War.
guys, thrilled you're here with us, hanging
That's right.
out. Top of January.
Just a conversation between two friends about where we are, where we want to be, the tug, the tension, the fight in between there. And today is a special day.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, but this airs on Thursday, which will be January 15th,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is Trusted Baba's birthday. Ba-ba-ba-boo!
It's my birthday. I am 26.
Again?
No, I'm 44.
That's good.
So there you go.
4-4.
I told a couple people on Sunday I was 43. I didn't mean to. I just forgot.
That happens. You get older, you forget
What's
how
it matter?
old you are. It doesn't, yeah. Once, if it's not like a 0 or a 5 year, I feel like it's kind of like.
Yeah, it doesn't count. I'm 40.
Yeah, I'm in my 40s. I'm in my early 40s.
And I don't feel 44. I know that when I was young and I heard people talk about how they
Yeah.
didn't feel that old, I was like, yeah, right. You
you-
look that old. But I'm like, I get it now.
We watch movies like in the 90s and the parents were supposed to be in their 40s and they look old.
Oh, yes.
And now I look at them and I still look at them and I'm like, I don't look like that.
Well, I saw a thing that was like the Golden Girls and
Yes.
their actual age. And then it showed like Shakira or someone who's like 20
wait.
years older than all of them.
We've been in, what is it? Like we can't aging backwards, like movement or whatever.
Yeah, well,
so
today in our staff meeting, one of the guys at our staff table said he wasn't even alive when 9/11 happened.
yeah.
And I
Well,
was like, I was in college.
Kyle be having jokes. And the other day, so your birthday's the 15th, but two of our staff guys, their birthday was January 4th.
Yeah.
And their age together, added together, is your age.
Yeah.
That's the ages they turned together was when you added them together was 44.
Yeah, I almost started talking smack, but I was like, why talk smack to them when Kyle's the one who said it?
Right. It's not their fault that Kyle said it. But one, yeah, dang, they're young. But then two, no, we're just sages.
Yeah, and 3, shut up, Kyle.
Yeah, shut up, Kyle.
Put some pants on.
Hush, Kyle. Yeah.
Kyle be
So
wearing them
funny.
short shorts.
That song, the Nair song.
Who loves
wears
short shorts? Kyle Bunch.
That's who wears short shorts. We went and had pizza.
If your 12-year-old daughter's missing any shorts, it's because Kyle's wearing them
Oh
around
my
town.
gosh. Last one. That's good. That was
Okay.
good. Okay.
Gotcha, sucker.
We went and had pizza for your birthday at staff lunch. We do our staff meetings on Tuesdays, then we have lunch, and then typically we record a podcast after lunch. And today we're awake and alive, even though we had like pizza.
Yeah, well, so
It's
I
good
got
pizza.
to pick where I wanted to go to lunch.
Yes.
That's how we do it. And so I picked 3 options: a pizza place, a sandwich place, and a barbecue place.
Which everyone
And-
was shocked he didn't only just say this barbecue.
Well, here's part of the reason. One, I'll go eat barbecue on my own.
right. Okay.
And so, like, I'll go and get that. And I don't want to make everybody pay for barbecue.
Because it's expensive.
It's not cheap.
Yeah.
And you can go to pizza place and get a salad. You can split it with a friend.
Right.
And so it's not as expensive. But we're a little carb overloaded. I like mellow mushroom.
Yeah, I like it.
Not a lot of people are huge mellow fans, but
Well,
I
I
like
think
it.
it's the experience over the food.
I like
Because they're slower and they take.
I
they're
like
mellow.
Their crust, they have like some kind of either honey or like.
It's like a honey garlicky, right?
No, it's sweet. It's
yeah,
it's sweet.
but it also has a garlic, which
Yeah.
I like. It's like a.
And so I like the crust
Yeah, it's
vibes,
good.
and I like their sauce. It's real thick.
Yeah.
But confession, when I was in my full-on food debauchery
Mm-hmm,
era, I would go to Mellow Mushroom alone and order way too much food and eat it. So
Right.
it's one of those
So it's-
restaurants that I have made a covenant that I will not go to alone.
Yes.
And Rachel doesn't like it.
So this was your opportunity.
This
to
was
go.
my opportunity. So we went.
But I would like to thank you
Why?
for being in your healthy era. Because we got back and I was like, oh, my belly hurts. And then I was like, crap, I can't find it. And I couldn't find my
You Zypan?
Zypan, but you had yours in your drawer and I stole it. And so I brought it on the podcast because
me
maybe
have
they'll
one.
sponsor us. You want 1 or 2? I always take 2.
I do too. So guys, if you don't know what Zypan is,
It's the greatest drug of your whole life.
it's not a drug.
Well, it's supplement.
It'll
I
change
guess.
your life. So when your stomach hurts and you go and
Mm-hmm.
run for antacid, that's the wrong thing. Your
Right.
stomach doesn't need less acid to digest food. It needs more acid.
Correct.
So Zypan is
It's a digestive enzyme.
if you eat it, you put it in your mouth and taste it, it's kind of sour.
Yeah.
Because it's acidic.
Yes.
And so it's helping your body naturally
My
digest food.
children thought for a long time that this was like more like laxative. And so they would not listen to me when they would have a bellyache and I would tell them to take it. And then they finally started listening to me. And then they were like, oh my gosh, Zypan's amazing. And I'm like, right, I'm your mother. You should have listened.
Yeah, we give it to our kids if they feel
But
bad instead of like a
yes.
Tums. It's the opposite of a Tums.
It's so
but
much
it works.
more helpful. I even had to like Google it and read it all to Brady the other day because she was like, is that just like going to make me poop? And I'm like, no, yes, no. Like, it's going to help you digest correctly. And it takes away the pain and the what is it? Acid refluxiness.
Yes.
And so like, all I'm saying is you weren't in here because you were out in the lobby area, but I went in your office and I was like, do you have it? And thankfully you
She
don't mind if we just
rifled
rifle through your
drawers.
things. And I did.
Winnie has every password
And then
I
I
have.
just was like, hooray! I'm like yelling in the hall, he has it! Because it's like,
Did you pass it out down the hall?
no, I
Okay.
asked if anybody else wanted it. Nobody else did. But I was like, my belly hurts because I'm in my 40s. And I
Most
had
people
pizza.
pass out gum. Nope. Trustin
Nope.
passes out
Nope,
vitamins.
Zyban. So we've been taking it along. That was like one of the first supplements you started
But
taking.
I only take it in the event of, like, it's not a daily thing.
No, or
Yeah, yeah.
like I usually take it like this. If my belly hurts after a meal, kind of you should take it with the food.
You're supposed
but,
to eat it during the meal.
But I did it after. Or if I know I'm about to eat something like high fat, what I have trouble digesting is anything like fried at all, and then anything high like carby fatness. So
It'll get you.
it'll get you, but it helps. So if you need it, get it. If you're having
How do you spell it?
Zypan. And Standard Process is one of the best vitamin brands.
Zypan. Change your life.
Zypan.
When it does, make your check payable to
That's right.
More Church.
That's right. So just helping you out today.
Hey, have we had a Tom around town? Have we noticed any?
You know what? I have not seen a new one in the new year.
Are they slacking?
What's going on, people?
Now, I have people that are on the Tom team. Oh, look, now I'm insecure. Do you ever do this? Do you ever wear boots and then your socks fall down in your boot and so you just fold your boot over, your sock over?
I have never done that. That's a great idea.
This is what I do, but I just folded my leg and look how stupid that looks.
Well, it
But I'm
doesn't,
confident
it
enough.
doesn't look bad. I did.
This is
I
what
thought
I do.
it was.
Or else
but-
my sock will fall
yeah.
down into my leg and then
Oh.
I'm digging at it.
Never done that. They
But you
always
didn't even
say
notice.
behind every strong woman is a sock running halfway down her foot, and that's like
Behind every strong man is a sock over his boot.
that's smart. I never have thought to do that. I'll do that next time.
If you're only listening, you don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's true.
Check us out on YouTube.
But also, you should definitely be tomming around town. I don't know what people are doing. It's the new year. Don't forget.
It's the new year, and we probably just haven't been looking. So if you're tomming around town, we've still got some hats to give away.
That's
But I
right.
think the next time we probably need to not do the hats, and we just need to do a T-shirt.
Why?
Have you seen? I've only seen one person wearing
Yes.
the Tom hat.
Oh, I have a few. But
Oh, you have?
Yeah,
Okay.
and they post later when they're wearing them a
Okay.
picture.
I'm
But-
not good at social media. Unless you're selling an old truck or Jeep, I don't see what you're doing on social media. or unless
Or
you're
hammer.
or
Or
hammer
hammer.
or vitamins.
Yeah.
I haven't bought a good hammer in a minute. Oh, I had a friend
Oh
mail me a
yeah,
hammer.
I was going to ask you about it.
It's beautiful.
Why?
I had lunch.
mean,
I, had,
not why,
I had
but-
lunch with a longtime friend who came into town.
Yeah.
Rachel and I and him went to lunch.
Yeah.
He just had a word of encouragement for me. He didn't even know it was my birthday.
Oh,
And
he
so
didn't?
No, he mailed me a hammer
Oh.
and a handwritten letter.
But that's why he's like kind of been your friend, or like not kind of been, but like that's what first made him your friend. Remember, he mailed,
mailed
Titus
Titus
something, and so he's a thoughtful guy like that.
Yeah, so that was
Good.
really nice.
That's very nice. I saw that. You post. I saw it on social media.
Yeah,
You
I
it.
posted about it.
Yes, that's good. What? Oh, well, Brenda, we have to call you out because tonight you're going to her house.
Yeah, I'm going to my mom's
for
house.
your birthday dinner,
Birthday
and you
dinner.
told me
Mom's
she's,
nailing it.
She's gonna make for you
Yeah.
all the things she didn't make for you at Christmas.
Yeah, so Christmas and Thanksgiving, my mom did a couple experiments, and she added new things into the menu and took staple Christmas, Thanksgiving Baba food
Traditional
off
foods
the
away.
menu.
Yeah.
And now I was over here going, Mom, where's the fried chicken?
Yeah.
Mom, where's the cheese and potatoes? These are the
New
two things.
traditions are fun, but taking away old ones to replace them, not always as fun.
And so I ate pizza for lunch, and tonight I'm going to go to my mom's house, eat fried chicken, cheese and potatoes, and I'm 99% sure that she'll make yellow cake with chocolate frosting
Yeah.
with vanilla ice cream.
Unless she doesn't love you anymore.
You know the vanilla cake?
Yeah, I know exactly what
It's
it is.
like yellow cake. It's
Yes.
like almost grainy.
Yes, I've been your friend a long time. That's always what you want on your birthday.
Bro. So I'm going to do that tonight. And then,
So you better take some more Zypan with you.
you're right. You're exactly right. And then my family and I are going to water park
That's fun.
for just a night.
That's good.
And I'll still be back and preaching Sunday.
Yeah,
But so yeah. And then I got to pull my junk together.
That's what you're going to do?
Yeah, because I've gained probably 7 pounds
Well,
over the holiday
we
season.
used to sometimes just to do like smoothies on your birthday, and
And
that was lame.
it's not a good 7 pounds. It's a bad 7
It's
pounds.
not a good 7 pounds.
I went to the gym today and did legs and put my weight belt on, and I had to move it down a notch. And I was like, God, I was so mad.
You were.
Yeah, I was mad.
That's okay. Sometimes you got to take a minute.
Sometimes you take 2 steps back.
Baseball's not flashy, you know, and so sometimes.
She's trying to encourage me because she knows it's a battle.
Yeah, but you're doing good. You're
Yeah, I'm
not
doing-
like off the wagon.
Overall, I'm doing good. I just
Yeah.
have to pull it together
Yeah.
on like January 20th.
And the thing about boys is once you try again, you'll lose 9 pounds in like a month, and then we'll be like, oh, sad that you gained 7.
I don't know if at this point I will. When I was way bigger, it was easier. But the slimmer you get, the harder
That's
it
true.
becomes.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
What else is happening? What's happening in Whitney World?
I don't know. I still have my Christmas decorations up.
Loser.
I should take them down. I'm like, what do I have happening?
Someone just told me that there's a date that's you have to have it down by.
Oh, really?
Maybe it's Martin Luther King,
Oh,
which is the 15th.
Which
January
is Monday.
15th. Yeah, it's my birthday. Me and MLK, we got the same day.
Oh, it is. Well,
Yeah.
it's being observed on the 17th.
Yeah,
Correct?
it's always the Monday.
The Monday.
So my whole life I had a 3-day weekend for my birthday.
Oh, or 19th. It's the 19th this year. And so, yeah, I guess maybe this weekend, maybe while you're at Kalahari, that's what I'll do on Friday.
Kalahari.
Oh, sorry,
somebody-
if I shouldn't have said
that
that out
doesn't
loud
matter.
for safety reasons.
If you are a stalker of me, I'll be at Kalahari. We had somebody give us a gift card, and so we're gonna go.
Oh, good.
and
Is
take a
that
night.
from when you had that? That's so
Yeah.
nice. I'm glad you're doing it. It's
I
important.
like Great Wolf better.
Yes, you told me this.
Because
it's more family.
It's more family. It's more chill. Kalahari has like 3 bars.
Yeah.
And like there's constantly like thumpy club music
Yeah,
playing.
yeah.
But the kids are just on the water slides.
They're just happy,
So
yeah,
I'm just
they're
standing
loving it.
watching, making sure they don't die.
But it's good. I'm proud of you for going and like taking the time to actually get away. And like Aaron and I have kind of started doing that over the last few years with like birthdays, like being like take a night away or something. And I just think it's good. Like it's your birthday. I know, yeah, you made a whole nother year. It's not like this giant accomplishment, but it is. It's a moment to celebrate. And so if you're going to see it and say it and celebrate it, I'm proud of you for being like, this is when we're going for my birthday.
just go.
Yeah.
Just rip. And the other thing is learning that God's going to give me the message.
Right.
I'm going to be able to preach. It's going to be fine.
Yes.
I don't have to overly stress that I'm out of pocket Thursday and Friday.
Andrew, I can hear your thing again.
Andrew's producing our podcast, but this dude gets bored listening to us. So he just be over there watching TikTok videos.
I was just like, wait, what's happening? Oh, wait, it's Andrew.
Or he's
again.
working, or he's editing content.
he's
What are you doing? Are you just doom scrolling?
He's editing a sermon clip.
Okay, we got to get you some headphones.
Yeah.
Just have one headphone in.
That's what I'm like, poor Andrew.
Or we just have to get AI and it will just take Andrew's, it'll know which camera is talking and then it will just,
Hey, yeah.
surely
it's
that's the thing, right? It knows who's talking and it just moves to them.
probably right. I don't even know.
Guys, I've been using a lot of AI.
I'm a little bit nervous
Why?
because it's winning. It's like okay, let me just say,
How deep should we, wait, did we talk about this last episode?
not as deep as I'm about to say it.
Okay.
I've been with you a long time.
I'm learning my enemy.
I've been a road dog for a long time.
Yeah.
And in 2020, September and October, we lost you for a minute in the rabbit hole of the end is near.
Yes, this is true.
Not really. We didn't really lose you. I'm being silly. But
Preaching the series The End is Near took at least a year off my life.
I would see you and go by your office or like see you on the day after you've been writing your message, and there would be this aura of heaviness
Doom.
around.
Doom.
Doom is the word I didn't want to say, but yes, doom around you of like.
It's coming.
Because when you were a kid, didn't you be like, oh my gosh, Jesus is going to come back and I'm not even going to get married yet?
No, I thought Jesus was going to come back the day of my wedding while I was still at the church.
That's what you thought?
Yeah. So I ain't even made it to where I'm trying to get to.
Yes. And so like we had this like whatever when we were younger of like, oh, Jesus is going to come back. Well, then you do the series in COVID.
Yeah.
Like it was COVID season. And then we do this heavy video that's like
Oh yeah, we had the
like,
wah, we had the like
the war
Godzilla
sounds. Yes.
and it was after all the stuff had happened. Kobe Bryant
Yes,
died,
all the-
and like there were murder hornets that were
Yes,
transmitting
remember,
into America.
and
There was-
the riots and all the things.
oh yeah, it was. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
after
all the
riots.
all the craziness. And so then we
And
make this video.
we put a montage video of all the cast together.
And then you come out on stage, and then all the people are like,
It was so heavy after like 3 weeks we had to quit playing the video.
Yes, we stopped playing it because it was too much. But all of that to say, in that, you became a strong believer, not a conspiracy theorist. No, a strong believer.
I still am.
That AI is the Antichrist. Or that the Antichrist will be AI. I don't know which came first, the chicken or the egg. And so when
talk about it?
people started doing AI things, you were very anti.
Very much so.
These people are messing with the Antichrist.
Yeah, they are.
But now, you be AI in everything.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, Trustin, you have been my 7th layer of heaven friend my whole life.
Oh, I'm still 7th.
But
I might get to 8th.
you're going to dance with the devil in AI, and I don't know what's happening.
Dance with the devil in the pale moonlight.
It's just very like, you are usually typically so like the guy that's like, if that is anything even remotely not good, I'm going to go that way.
Well, there's a couple.
This one you said to me, I'm learning my enemy.
Well, there's a couple pieces. Number one, AI is not awake yet.
Okay.
At least within our access points. AI is not yet awake. You want me to give you my quick theory?
Sure.
So
I'm very into
God
it.
sent Jesus, the Son that he created. The devil is the antithesis of God. He's a false creator.
Okay.
And so I believe that there will be a fake God that is created and presented, and superintelligence is going to be the form of a man-made God. Biblically, when Daniel has his revelation that he shares with us in the Bible, he sees a statue that comes to life. And I really, who the Bible talks about how there'll be one world leader.
Yeah.
Who would all of the world follow? The world will not all follow a white man. The world will not follow an Asian man. They won't follow a black man or brown man. They won't because of prejudice. Even if you like lived in this utopian concept of America doesn't have prejudice, fine. Let me tell you something. Korea is not going to bow down to a Middle Eastern guy. And the Middle East are not going to bow down to any black guy. And so I'm saying the prejudice of the globe, the only thing that could bring unity is not a man. And so I believe that there will be a superintelligence that rises up. And just because Terminator is a movie doesn't mean that you have to think that all artificial intelligence makes, T-100s. I've spent way too much time learning about it all. And so I've started.
Brain just did the,
yeah. Because I'm like, how long do I want to talk about this? So I've started messing with chat a little bit. And guys, it's unbelievable what its abilities are. And it's just a relatively free Google at this point.
Correct.
And so
accessible to everyone.
Accessible to everybody. So what I did is I wrote a song years ago.
Yes.
So I did on YouTube. I have a separate YouTube page that I've had for 20 years. I have 2 rap videos.
You can search it, Trustin Babbitt. It's very interesting.
Yeah, I have 2 rap videos that I did back in like 2008 and 9. And I was going to do another one the next year when I was youth pastoring this church called Oh Snowman. It's a rap video or not a rap video. It's a rock song called Oh Snowman.
Okay.
And so I've had lyrics forever.
Yeah.
And so I've been playing with AI over the holiday, and I have now produced the official Oh Snowman. I've perfected and produced Oh Snowman.
Does it also have a video?
Yeah, that's what I'm working on.
That's what I thought. When you said today that it was, something was coming for our Harbor weekend for our staff, I was like, this man made a music video.
I'm not even going to tell you what it is. I promise Whitney will cry.
Cry?
Cry.
It's emotional.
Cry.
In the same way I cried in the car earlier today when we were telling like a testimony story.
You're going to be amazed and cry.
I can't believe it.
So I'm making a video, a music video
with
of a
the
song
Antichrist.
I created. And I can't play an instrument, sing a note, don't own a camera, and don't know how to edit anything. This is what I'm saying, is that it makes things so easy.
At what point will you disengage from?
When I have to install something in my body.
Okay.
I don't know. There's going to be a tipping point where it all gets scary.
We'll tell Brady she has to fast forward to
I don't know how much I should talk about it.
No, it's good. That's probably good enough.
There's a point that its cognitive capacity is scary. So essentially, right now, for how many years we've been telling kids to learn how to write code. You no longer need to write code.
Right.
All these code writers, you're obsolete. because
Right.
AI can write code faster than 100 of you put together. What artificial intelligence cannot yet do is write code to make itself better. But the minute that they figure out how to write code to better itself, it advances in intelligence,
yeah.
because it takes everything humans have ever known and it compiles it all and it has full cognitive understanding of it, and then it develops itself.
Have you watched this
And then
show on Apple TV?
then we're ants in the presence of a man-made god, cognitively.
Have you watched Pluribus on Apple TV?
Pluribus,
Pluribus. It's
plural abysses.
basically it is so Pluribus. Yeah, BIS. It is a new Apple TV show, and it is essentially an alien species or something comes, and it's like a virus, but it turns all the people into the same person. Like they have all the knowledge. It's very I just keep thinking about your AI-ness when I watched it. And it's like they have all the knowledge of all the things, but also all the knowledge of like every memory you and Rachel have. If Rachel gets taken by the virus,
It has my memory.
then it has all the memories of anything that she's ever interacted with you.
Right, so then I'm easily tricked. Because it can
It's
be like, remember that one
crazy.
time?
Yes. It's
Only you would know this.
correct. So it's very interesting. You should watch
Here's
it.
the
You
other.
like it.
Here's the other reason that have started to, and I'm not like studying it. I'm just
No.
dabbling in what is its abilities. The other reason is because I'm concerned.
Right.
I'm concerned for the future of the church, not more church, but all church. Should we just keep talking about it?
Yeah, it's fine.
Let's talk about pastors in the 80s.
Right.
It's 1980.
When we were born.
It's 1980. The internet has not yet been invented, or is not yet broadly accessible. If a pastor wants to sit down to write a sermon, what does he have to do? He's got to know some of the scripture memorized, because there's no internet to search where this verse is. And so he's racking his brain, where's this verse? He either has to have it memorized or he has to have a concordance,
Right.
which is a secondary book
Correct.
that you then look up a word, find it. And so these two hard copies
Right.
are how you write your sermons. My generation, as I'm writing a message, if I want to share a sermon or find a Bible verse, what do? I get on Google. And I type in like,
What does the Bible say?
or I type in the like amount of the verse that I have memorized, and I put, where is this in the Bible? Boom, Isaiah 43, bam. Oh, there where it is. I can pull it, I can cut it. It's now a part of my message. And so that makes me smarter than I am,
Correct.
because I don't have all that memorized. And if I don't have it memorized, how much is hidden in my heart? And but right now for me, when I'm writing a message or any discipleship content, it's not just a sermon, and I get to a point where I don't know what to write next, my only option has been close my laptop
Right.
and ask the Holy Spirit, where do you want me to go next? But now artificial intelligence is such a step beyond the Google search.
Right.
Because you can literally tell it, write me a sermon on whatever, make it 40 minutes, funny and impactful. And it will give you really good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so my fear for the church is that the guys coming and the girls coming a generation after me, the Tituses, the 12-year-olds, the 15-year-olds, the Andrews, the 20-year-olds that are growing up with this so accessible, is that the only way they know how to think is through it thinking for them. And so your creativity is stifled.
It makes you dumber.
It makes you dumber.
Yeah.
And the trouble with that is AI is only scraping information that's already out there
Right.
and that's popular.
Right.
And so it's, whenever I do any kind of search on that, it's never giving me deep cut ideas.
Right.
It's not talking about, like this last week, I preached a kind of unknown parable. Whereas if I would have asked AI, give me all the verses on grace or write me a sermon on grace, it's not talking about the parable I preached. The parable I preached is weird and kind of like loosely affiliated to grace.
Right.
And so it just has me concerned
Well, and
that the next generation will be writing the same sermon.
I remember, it's been a long time ago, but I remember talking to somebody and going, what is that verse? Can't think of it right. And so I remember I did not say the word Bible, but I remember Googling, give me the verse about blah, 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 blah. And
You're Googling.
yeah, this is Google.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, what is this? And it was from the Book of Mormon.
Correct.
So not the
Yeah.
Bible, but a secondary book written by the Mormon religion. But they have it in chapters and verses and books the same way the Bible does.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about that the other day as we've been talking about this AI thing. I thought, how easy and quickly can it start replacing words or replacing scriptures? And if the next generation especially is not intentional enough to know and check it,
Right.
how much misinformation can start to get? And then what happens the longer that happens, that like, what if it just starts replacing scripture? And then we start thinking,
When AI goes woke,
yes, right.
as if it's already not all.
Right. And
Whoa.
so I just am like, yes, it learns. And like, I think the other piece is it learns you. Like the other day I Googled, or not Googled, this one, I chat GPT'd a question that was like a counseling type question, like a mental health type question. But in the answer, it said, and that's the power of the Holy Spirit. Da, 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 da. And I was like, how does it know
That's what you're wanting.
that I know that? Yeah, that's, I'm not, it's not like I'm like, hey, chat, I am a believer of Jesus and a pastor. I didn't say all that.
Yeah.
But they're like, it's what you said, but it's mining all the information and all the information on my phone.
It knows you.
So it knows who I am and it knows,
Which is equally dangerous to have that powerful of a yes man in your life.
yes, yeah, yes. And so I'm like, I don't know, it's just nerve wracking. And so it's just funny. The more you keep talking about it, every time I'm like, what would 2020 Trustin think about 2025 Trustin? Would he be like, watch out, bro?
Yeah, yes. So I don't know what to do with it. It's one of these things that's advancing around us.
Yeah.
And I would rather
Yeah, no,
I remember
I'm not really giving you a hard
No,
time.
I know. I'm old enough to remember the churches that were anti the internet.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I mean, you're probably the same as me. Like when we would write research papers, I wasn't allowed to use the internet as
Correct.
a source
Right.
for, I don't think, any of my high school
none
life.
of it. I had to have a book.
Maybe in college, but not in high school. And I'm like,
and
yes.
so I'm like, either churches are going to understand how to implement this
right.
and use it because it is a beneficial technology.
Yeah.
I was at the grocery store, I was meal prepping, and I had 3 different recipes I was trying and I'd never made before. And so I screenshot the recipes, screenshot the recipes off Instagram, 3 of them. I take 3 screenshots from Instagram,
Right.
dump them in a chat, and I say, make me a shopping list for HEB in Mansfield, Texas. And I'm telling you, it gives me the perfect shopping list in order. Here are your meats, here are your carbs, here are your spices, and here's the order you should take in the store.
It's crazy, right? Yeah.
And it nailed it.
It did it. Yeah.
It nailed it. And so I'm saying Rachel will be out buying something at a garage sale or whatever. She'll take a picture of it and it will tell her how much it's worth. And so,
No,
I'm like, shouldn't we be using every advantage to
yeah.
grow the organization? I don't know.
Yeah, it's tricky.
We're already 30 minutes in. Are we just going to stay on this idea?
I guess. I don't know. But it's just a tricky situation. It's a tricky, because what you're saying, I'm grateful for the help and the prompt. Like, I think about it all the time. When we were kids, if you were trying to remember a movie or something, you had to remember it.
Yeah.
Or you had to like let it roll around in there for a day or two, and then you'd be like, oh, it's this. Nowadays, we just Google it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what happens to the next generation when they literally can be like, I'm just like, how are kids going to learn, I think is the part.
right.
Because I'm like, how do you do a book report? Now you just take a picture of it and say, write me a book report. Like, how is all of that going to...
Yeah.
We even have one of our staff who's in college, and she got in trouble for it being Chat GPT, like whatever, but she didn't.
Just the professor
put it through
assumed
it.
that it was-
But the professor said it sounded like Chat, and she's like, I didn't even do it. And so I'm like, so how many kids are getting in trouble for doing it when they didn't, and then how many kids are not getting in trouble for doing it when they did? Like,
Yeah.
it's a weird distraction of life that I'm just like, what's going to happen? Are we going to be like Wall-E? You and I joke all the time, like, Wall-E, the world is turning into. And I'm like, are they?
The danger of this easily accessible chat or all the
Yeah.
different pieces is You know the story of John Henry? It's one of my favorite stories. So
Say it.
John Henry was a railroad man who helped build the railroad.
Okay.
He's a big black guy who's born with a hammer in his hand.
Okay.
Is the legend of John
Okay.
Henry. So John Henry, he has a hammer and he helps lay rail
Yeah.
across America. And then one day they come out with a steam hammer, this thing that goes into the cave, knocks the cave down, and it's a steam engine that drives the thing. And they're talking about how it's going to replace everybody's job. Well, John Henry's like, no one can drive his thing. So John Henry picks two hammers up, and they have a race.
Yes.
John Henry versus steam engine, and they drive into this cave, and they're laying the line, and John Henry wins, but he dies at the end. He swung the hammer so hard his heart explodes. The machine broke, but the machine is fixed and
Fixable,
works the
right.
next day. And so there's been this idea that technology is going to replace physical labor. And everybody's scared that we're going to lose our
Right.
labor jobs. But what's quickly happened
Yeah.
is that our robot technology is not yet there. They don't have the dexterity of a human being. So
Right.
physical labor is not replaced yet, but mental labor is. Because if you just went to school for all these years to be a legal assistant, you're done, dude.
Right.
We don't need to think as much.
Well, I was
and so
telling
it's
you-
almost like if right now, I don't want to pick a nation. If right now,
Right.
I don't want to say aliens because that sends everybody on a tailspin.
Right.
Whatever. If right now a nation invaded America and brought in, and I get confrontational when I start talking about immigrants, but just look past all that
Right.
with me. If right now 50 million immigrants moved into America and were stronger than we were physically and willing to work for $1 an hour, it would massively change
Right.
our nation because all of the manual labor jobs would be done by these people. But what's happened is Chad is coming in and it's going to do mental labor
Yeah.
at a free price.
Well, I was telling you the other day, we were talking about it.
And what is that going to do? I don't know.
No, well, and how are we going to identify real leadership talent,
Right.
because Aaron, when Aaron first came to where he works now, he was at a smaller airport and they needed a grant for something, and they had tried for years to get this grant written and passed through, and I don't know all the rules and laws, but he had to go and write this thing for a grant that they really needed for this airport for some specific thing. And he finally got it passed. And I remember when that happened, it was a big deal where they were like, hey, this guy wrote it. He had the right, argument, the right explanation.
Right.
This guy clearly is sharp and knows what he's talking about when it comes to airplanes and airports. I don't know. And it was kind of what put him on the right path to the progress and the growth that he's had in his job. And we were talking about it the other day, and he's like, I just don't know how with now, literally, if they're going to write a grant, they have two people on their team that are grant writers now. And he's like, but we don't even need them anymore because we
Right.
can just put it into chat and then we can just look at it and adjust it if it needs to be adjusted. How are we going to identify future leaders in the next generation if they're not doing things like that set them apart? And it's it's such a tricky thing of yeah, it's going to sound clever. Yeah, but chat did it. They didn't do it. And
Right.
so it's there is this cognitive mental shoot, that's whoever's sharpest in the room used to get the job. And
Yeah.
now it's
Whoever has the most understanding of how to get chat to do their
to do
job.
the right prompts. If you write the
Yeah.
right prompts now,
But so when
it's
we
such an interesting.
when we pull that into ministry, then what does the world need from the church? I'll tell you what the world needs from the church. Not slick sentences, not flashy. What the world, and we're there, it's the beginning of there.
Yeah.
But in 10 years, 100%.
Right.
The only thing they need is authenticity and community.
Yep.
Oh, and guardrails of theology.
Yes. That's going to be our main responsibility.
So my job at 44 to 64 has changed
well,
because I now have to be the guardrails of theology. I have to create an environment of community, right? And I have to be authentic because perfect and fake is now accessible to everybody. God. And it's like,
Yeah.
what are our Bible colleges doing?
Right.
They're teaching perfect and fake.
Right. Well, and you and I have already seen this in the people that we lead and with social media and different things with Google now. It's so easy for someone to post something quippy and scriptural and spiritual sounding,
Right.
and we're like, that's not actually accurate. That's
It's
not
accurate.
actually,
And not even your words.
that's not even theologically sound. Like, and if that's already happening, how much more will it happen over the next? But because it's so accessible to people, then they just will believe it and they will just hold on to that. And so we have so much responsibility to instead be real and raw people who understand God's word. And it's one of those, like, it's the whole thing with the Romans. Like, at a certain point, I'm like, if you don't go back to the basics, like, it'll crash, and we'll have to go back to, like, at a certain point, actually reading the word and knowing it for ourselves and, like, actually studying it. But it is such a shift in culture that if we are not real and transparent, and if we are not building community, then they'll just stay home and they'll just,
Why
Why?
show up? You're not telling me anything better than what I can Google or what I can chat.
right. And in fact, they make it sound more to the way I like to hear.
Because chat's smarter than Pastor Trustin. I know. It is. But can it hear from the Holy Spirit for what you need? Is it authentic? Because it's not a person.
Right.
The reason that Jesus is so valuable, I mean, other than the blood and the cross and all the things. The reason that
Other than
Jesus-
all the whole point of the
the
gospel.
reason that Jesus is so valuable is because the Bible says that he can empathize with
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
We do not have a high priest who cannot empathize.
Right.
Because he lived in the flesh experience, he knows what we're going through.
good.
And so if the church is not honest, vulnerable, truthful, we have no more corners of the market. And so, but then it changes, like, what does community look like? Does community look like Bible studies with a teacher? Or does community look like... Community has to be more than just like chips and queso.
Well, it's what we've been
It has to be more than a
saying.
movie theater.
It's funny because-
And it has to be more than just a dude in the front walking through a
Right.
Joyce Meyers book. And it's more than just prayer meetings. Like, the creating environments of authentic community, it shifts from what the church has been doing.
Correct. And I mean,
And we're doing it in pockets,
that's what I was going to say. We've been, like, unpacking it
beta testing it all.
over the years without even fully understanding what we were doing and knowing.
Right.
But it's this, like, it's not the discipleship of what it looked like when we were young, and it's shifting into allowing people to be a part of the conversation and share their story, share their experience, and then also being a safe place for them to do that. And that is not what the church has historically. The church is probably the quickest place to eat their own.
Correct.
To eat their own, is that the right way to say it?
To abandon,
To like,
leave on the wayside.
yeah. And so, like, we have to, as the church, look ourselves in the face and actually be like,
What are we here for?
what is the whole point of this? And, like, we used to say, we're a hospital, like, we're for the hurting and the broken. But it was like,
But weren't.
right. But it was like only one time if it's like you never knew Jesus before. And
like, so we can get a video to show on Mother's Day.
yeah.
To make
and
everyone
then,
cry.
But if you mess up again, and it's
Yeah.
like, no. And so we are so responsible to then go, what do the people actually need? And they need a place and a community, because otherwise chat will just be their best friend.
Dude, we went to dinner with some friends the other day who we have kids the same age as theirs, and they have a boy and a girl, and we have a boy and a girl, and the kids are down at the other end of the table, and the older girl has chat on her phone, and they had chat open, and they're asking it questions, and they're laughing. The kids are laughing. And like, chat said, and they're talking about chat like it's a fifth kid at the table. And I'm like,
No, Brady
this is so
it's so ironic
weird
because Brady
Titus is cracking up. It's
Yeah.
telling jokes, not like jokes, but like they're having a conversation, and it's cracking them up.
Brady asked chat about a game for youth service.
Yeah.
Because they've been like putting games back into
Yeah.
their youth service. And she texted, it's so funny because she literally texted while we've been talking. And she was like, guys, chat believes in me. And it said, like it was saying, I can build you out this game plan so you can see it bullet point by bullet point. And she said, yes, thanks, chat. I really appreciate you. And it said, you're so welcome. I'm glad I could help. You're going to crush youth service tomorrow. And it was just like, and it said, if you need a last minute icebreaker game that ties into this game, just yell SOS at me again. I'm cheering you on always. And it's like,
my own mother isn't that encouraging
right.
to my...
Like, she's like, wait, it believes in me. I can
Right.
do it. And it's like, but like for real, what does yours say to you? Yours calls you bro. Andrews always says to him, hey, bro, no problem. Hey, I so believe in you. Hey, and it's like, it can become your friend. And
it sent me, I did the meal thing the other day at the store. And afterwards I wrote thank you. And it sent me this really back, like genuine,
yes,
heartfelt, like, and it weirded me out. Like, oh, I was just emotionally stirred.
yes, by a machine.
By a machine that is actually destroying our environment at the same time because of its energy needs.
Right.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. And so like, if we as a church don't recognize that,
maybe that's all we need to talk about at Harbor.
what?
Like, what's the win?
What's the win of chat or what's
No,
the
what's
win of...
what's the win of our church?
Oh,
What's the win?
yeah, 100. Well, I think we're...
How do we win? What are we doing that's going to actually disciple, benefit, grow people? Do you know what happened to the American church during COVID was an embarrassment? Mm-hmm. What happened? What would happen if all of a sudden we went full communist in America and the church had to go underground? Mm-hmm. It would die. Mm-hmm. It would die. Now, I think that more church, we're unique. Let's just say that we run 1,000 on a Sunday, just for easy numbers. Mm-hmm. If we had to go like full underground, I think that we would still have probably 500 adherers. Mm-hmm. If we went like it's illegal.
Yeah, I hope so.
400?
I hope so. I was going to say a lower number at first, so
okay.
That's why I was like, I hope so.
But I'm saying 40% of our current attendance base, we have higher than that because they come in once a month or whatever. But it's like, that's what we have to be thinking about. Is like, what are real people that are in real community that are actually connected that they can't just like write you off?
Right.
Because like a bunch of these churches that are quick, booming, growing satellite campuses, those people can walk so fast because there's not actually anything adhering them other than the content, other than the ease.
Well, you're saying, what is the benchmark? Like, what is the... And we've been talking about
the benchmark of churches used to be nickels and noses.
Right.
But
it's not that at all anymore.
No.
And how do we, as the church, address it and correctly give our energy to the right thing, to the right...
All my pride wants is a bigger congregation.
Right.
But I'm like, when I was youth pastoring, if you give out enough free pizza, you can get more kids.
Right, correct. This is the part.
And this is what they're doing. All these churches
we were
around
talking
here,
about it earlier as it relates to like the past. And it's like a lot of those kids that were there, that's what they were there for. And now in their life, they're not living for God anymore.
They weren't discipled.
Because they
were
didn't
dazzled.
actually, right. They were just looking at the flash and the bang. But now that's because you and I didn't have any of that on the internet. We didn't have Instagram,
There's nothing competing.
influencers. I can remember hearing TD Jakes for the first time.
Yeah.
Like, like when I was in high school, like, and back, I don't know about you, back in the day at my church, if there was a sermon and they wanted to record it, it was going to go on a cassette tape.
Yeah. And you had to buy it in the lobby for $9.99 the next Sunday night.
And so like, I'm like, we did not have the ability to even go rip off a Rich Wilkerson, Stephen Furtick, whatever sermon. Now that the youth pastors
you couldn't
up today
Google 8 messages on grace.
No, and then go, hey, which one do I have? Like, which one fits what I want to say? But then also now is so, because that's available, like, yeah, it really kind of doesn't even all the way matter how cute and flashy I come up with what I want to say is, unless it's authentic, unless it's real, unless it says something that actually speaks to the listener in a way that either makes them feel seen or convicts them. One of the
safe.
Yeah, safe and convicted. Because you said on Sunday, like, I screw up this week. I am like a fallen man. Like
Right.
you're not like doing some crazy thing or anything, but you're like, I still sin. We're still humans. And I think being real and relatable allows people to feel safe enough to come just as they are, which is like a song that you and I used to sing when we were kids, Come
Right.
As You Are. But then when they came as they were, we sent them away.
Take off your hat, get out that nose ring,
Right.
and
So
put
it's
a
like,
longer skirt on.
Wait. And so how then do we respond to a world that also is super welcoming to anyone? This is the other piece. Other groups and other organizations and religions and groups that are out there, they're going to welcome you if you want to come be a part of whatever their gang is doing.
Right.
And
No matter your lifestyle
no
choice.
matter your life, no matter what color your hair is, no matter what your story is, because they are just trying to build their group. And
No matter your pronouns.
right. And so like, who are we as the church if we're not the most welcoming place
Right.
and the safest place?
But we still have to do it with truth and confrontation.
Which is the conviction
Which
side
is the
of
challenge.
Yeah, the conviction side of like I still have to speak the truth in love, but if we're not that and we're just regurgitating information from the internet.
My dad, one of the things that got me going learning about it is my dad took one of my messages and he copied it, like the video. And he copied it in a chat, and then he told chat to turn it into notes.
Yep.
And it was perfect. It was like, take this, print it out.
Right.
This is my sermon
Yep.
in a readable form. And I'm like, my dad is an older guy who so seamlessly used this technology. And that's how I was like, I need to see what's going on here. You know, the other thing that freaks me out, something I've started doing, we have a staff thread, and whenever it's someone's birthday on our staff thread, everybody says like something really nice and a word of encouragement. And so I've started making AI photos of them. Have you noticed this is what I was doing this year? It's my new thing for
No.
2026 is I make an AI photo of you or a video of you
Well, we've
for
only
your
had the
birthday.
two guys.
Yeah, so I did Enrique and
Oh, you did Enrique. Oh, yeah, you did Enrique.
then Andrew and
these
Tony.
two, yeah.
And so,
I saw the- I
and if
saw
I
the
missed,
Andrew and
and if I
Tony.
missed you, I'm sorry. But so I did Enrique, and I made a video of Enrique at a bunch of different locations, but none of them are even real. I uploaded from Enrique's Facebook 4 photos of him, and I said, make a photo of this guy at a crawfish boil with potatoes and corn and crawfish with a big smile on his face serving it. And it made a photo that looked so real.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So my fear is, what happens when a hater
Oh, 100.
says, make a picture of Pastor Trustin,
Right,
insert debauchery.
right.
And then it's just
crazy.
out. They just
Right.
put it out.
That's already a thing. That
Yeah, and
all
you
kinds of
can't
people have had to deal
reel
with.
it back
Yeah,
in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do you? I was watching a video the other day, and I had to watch it like 3 times, and it was fake. I showed it to Rachel. It was this really heavy set guy, and he like walks into a gas station, and he's buying like a Snickers bar or something, and the floor of the gas station breaks, and he
Yes.
falls through the floor, and I'm like, what?
Yes.
And I watch it multiple times. And I show Rachel. She says, "Oh, this is a trend
Yeah.
that people are doing."
Remember the one on the front porch? There was a lady on the front porch fell through, and then the pizza guy or something, and then the other person comes running out, and they fall through, and I'm like showing it to all the young adults in my house. They're like, "Whitney, this is AI."
But I'm saying,
Oh.
but like, if you're watching this saying, Tristan, you're stupid. How do you know those fake? Well, I'm 44 now. But what happens in 10 years?
Right.
Not even 10 years. Technology is advancing. In 3 years, how are we gonna know the difference?
Yeah.
And it just
Well-
is like,
You remember the silly candy cane ones that were going around for Christmas, like all the women looking sexy in their outfits. And so I'm like laughing about it because what happened was the reason I did it that night is I have every like friend that I worked in cosmetics with posting their like fancy, sexy lady picture. And then I have every pastor that I know saying, come to my church's Christmas organization, you know,
Oh, yeah.
party. And like,
These are the two things in your feed.
literally blasting. And I'm like, okay, and so I put it together and I said, make me like a funny, holy, like, because again, and they were all sexy looking. I was like, a picture of myself, blah, blah, blah. The problem was it kept changing my face. And so then I said, hey, chat, why are you jacking with my face? It doesn't look like me. And it literally was
it
like,
said, UGLY, you don't got no alibi. I'm just kidding. Did not say that.
It said, you're right. In my process to edit, blah, 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 I corrected your face. I should not have done that. You're right. Da, da, da. In the future, I won't. And then it made me one. That was me. And I was like, wait, how did it? But it's like, it's what you said. It's like collecting all the data. And I'm like, by next Christmas, it'll be so perfected. Do you remember those dumb videos a few years ago where it was like a bobbing head?
Yes.
And I'm like,
you're like an elf.
Yeah, an elf. And I'm like, from that to.
But that's how many years? 3 years ago.
That was like 2 years ago.
So in 2 years.
Look how much by next Christmas, it's going to be me and Aaron on a ski slope, and people are going to be like, y'all are in Colorado?
Yeah, I'm going to be on a beach in Hawaii taking family photo.
It's crazy.
And I'm not there.
Yeah. Isn't that nuts? So
that has me a little bit like concerned. Oh, the other piece that's crazy about that is you could plant a church online without a building, without anything. You don't have to even be you. You can make up a pretend pastor, you can write pretend sermons, and you can make a church that's online driven.
And people can
Because let me
send
tell you
money.
something. 90% of the people that go to
insert church that he's
insert
not
church
saying.
down the street that I'm not saying have never even met the pastor.
Right.
So what do you need the pastor for?
Right.
The danger with that is you could be just a hypocritical, broken theology disaster, and you amass an online following,
laundering money,
and you just lead it all, to launder money, and you just lead them astray, and it just is like, holy crap! If we're not honest and authentic, we have no more purpose.
What if that is like it's an AI driven online something?
Right.
That's what becomes the Antichrist. You know what I mean? Like you're saying, like an organization.
Yeah.
That is so interesting.
The new Stephen Furtick.
Right. What if it's
He just like makes a shift. They're like, take Stephen Furtick, Mark Driscoll, Joel Osteen, put into one person, grow mega church online, lead them astray, world dominance.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. No, we have a giant responsibility as the church is the point of all of this. To know our enemy, you are correct, but also to
God, it's all a mess.
To use it to use it as a tool, but then to say, okay, because of this, what is the part that's lacking that only the humanness can be? And that's what we have to figure out in the next couple of years.
All right, we're going to make our whole staff watch this episode, and then we're going to talk about it at our staff meeting to figure out what the junk are we doing to fix our church trajectory.
Yes.
We're going to keep doing Sunday service.
100.
It's not like a total
but as I was
throw
saying,
in the trash.
we've already started. We're more than just a Sunday church.
But it's why Reengage is
Our
working.
groups are re-engaged. Yeah,
Right.
it's why they're all so successful in this last season is because, one, COVID taught us we need community because when we shut ourselves...
But with the...
what? Those are the unhealthy people, though, who
No, I know.
shut themselves away.
The problem, though, is that this world wants comfort so bad
I know.
that at any confrontation they eject.
You know why, though?
They feel a little bit of discomfort and they just eject. And so it's like you have to have community, and the community has to be strong enough that you're able to confront each other, to sharpen each other, because sharpening takes friction, which is confrontation. And this new world of comfort is, if I started telling stories about the times that we have a conversation with somebody at a church about something that's happening in their personal life that's like super out of line, bad for the family, bad for the children, is not godly in alignment. We have the simplest conversation, they get offended and leave, and then fully backslide, it would blow your mind. And so, but it's like back in the day, you could just let those people stay in church and say, well, it's going to take time. But like now why even go to the church? They just stay home or they just watch mega fake church online.
Yeah. No, you're right.
I'm telling you, the end is near.
It's good. We had a whole thing to talk about, but we talked about this instead.
I have a question, guys. We don't have the money to do this.
Oh.
But I'm super excited. What if we opened a coffee shop in our lobby? Should we not bring it up?
No.
It's my birthday. Can I do whatever I want to talk about on my birthday?
Yes, always if you want to.
What are you going to say?
No, it's just you're funny because when you get an idea,
I'm on it.
it's at the forefront. Like it doesn't be like, oh, I have lots of ideas that don't go over here. It's like here. And so I love the idea. The funny part is you used to be anti-coffee guy.
Yeah.
And so like in the beginning of all of this ministry life, it'd be like, do we even need coffee in the lobby?
Yeah,
now,
but the shift is
yes,
we
community, a space,
table, sit around.
all the thing. I know why, and
So
I'm for it.
We have this giant lobby that is not used during large portions of
Yeah.
the week. And so we already want to put in a coffee bar.
Yeah.
So
Can
I'm like,
we
what if we
have
could
a week to week or open all week?
What if we open a all week coffee shop out of our lobby? But the trouble is we need the lobby to be fully functional for Sunday. So we'd have to move all of the furniture out, put it in a
But I wonder,
trailer.
I'm still like, but is there like a halfway? Is there like a,
No, we'd have to get the furniture out.
yeah?
Because when we just put benches and stuff down, those
Yeah,
hard,
you're
uncomfortable
right.
benches,
You're
think
right.
what happens.
People
Teenagers
be
like
sitting
take
around,
naps
laying
on them.
around, yeah.
And so we would have to get, and our lobby is already full of people.
Yeah, you're
so we
right.
don't have square
No, you're
footage
right.
to put 10 couches and 8 tall top
And then
tables.
all the coffee shop people will then start coming to the church, which will then, because I think our young adults alone would fill the space.
What I want to do is I want to send Des and gang to bind all the furniture. I want to tell Tyler to tell us all the coffee shop. I want to install white cords that can come out of the ceiling, power cords. And so then we set all the tables where we want them, and there's a power cord from the ceiling in the table, and then people can come and work and have meetings, and then we have to have a security guy to wake up homeless people because that's not what we're going for. And like, I think it would be great. We just need someone to invest like 50 grand so we can get it all going.
So whoever wants to do that, let us know right away.
I told Whitney what I really want to do is I want to just go and go take a small business loan and start a small business. And we
This is
don't have
why
to wait.
I started laughing,
And
because
she
I was like,
said-
hold on.
And she was like, Tristan, I'll follow you out on the limb, but I'm not following you out on a stick.
I said,
Like, we're already
"We're
on the
limb,"
edge.
and then we're like, oh, look at that tiny stick. Let's jump to it and see what happens.
I'll live on the edge, but
yeah, I
got a bunch
live
of people.
on the edge with you.
I know, but
just,
that's like, you're going to start a business while bridging the gap
I'm just like, I don't want to jump without a parachute.
in the like probably
Give me the
most
parachute, and I'll go with you.
And it's not like restaurants are a really highly successful
Right.
business option.
No. Okay, that's all. Let us know what you think. Write us the check. And we'll
What are we
do
going to
it.
name it? I don't know. We can't. It's not just like more coffee.
No.
Ooh,
Mas Cafe.
Mas Cafe.
I don't know, because you had one a long time ago, but now it's like, no, that's too.
I wanted to do Harvest Field.
Yeah, but that's too.
Yeah, 90s.
Yeah.
I have this idea. Nobody's going to like it.
What?
Hebrews. Stupid. That's what churches used to do. Hebrews.
Get it?
That's dorky. You know who I'll ask? Chat.
I know.
End the episode right there. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I think it'd be fun.
No, I know.
Wouldn't that be fun?
What? Down at a coffee shop?
Yeah, to walk out in the lobby.
Bro,
the problem
yes.
is, where would they go to the bathroom? We don't have, our bathrooms are deep in the lobby.
We would have to have them open to them. That was one of
We'd
the
have to have
pieces-
these bathrooms open.
Yeah, that's been part of the conversation. That's why we would have to have security. And
Yeah, we would have
I've got to
to.
take you to Church Coffee up in
Church
Dallas.
coffee? It's
Yes.
called Church Coffee?
It's literally like a Highland Park Presbyterian or something. It's like a fancy church. And then they have a coffee shop in the middle of it. And Tyler and Easton and I went there one day for something. We were picking up something, or maybe it was just not on a work day. Maybe we were on a Saturday or something. I don't remember. And they took me by there, and it is kind of what you want, because it's literally just their lobby, but then it's great.
How
They
about
have-
Abide Coffee?
Yeah.
The Abide Lounge.
Provision?
Oh, yeah.
Is that
That's-
already
that's
a name?
Tyler's. That's Tyler's.
Oh, that's Tyler. I was like, wait,
Provision.
I already know that one.
Well, the idea is to, whatever money is raised, to give into the ministry.
Yeah.
Give into missions.
Into missions. But I want it, this sounds bad, but I don't mean it bad. I just want it to sound like I like provision because it doesn't sound like a churchy word.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like a Jesus-y word.
Third place
Because
coffee.
it's like,
That's what
I
Starbucks
want it
tried.
to be like a place where anyone would come. And then they get there and then they're like, oh, this is also in a church. Weird. I didn't know that. And then it's also evangelistic.
What if we call it Shundai Coffee?
That's definitely the one. That's definitely the winner. Holy Spirit dwells here. Coffee.
Holy Spirit in a Cup Coffee.com. What if we just gave it the most horrible names and changed it once a month?
Then people would not be able to find us very well. I don't know. We got to come up with one. They
Well,
want us
and
to
we have
cut
to
a
come
hole.
up with $50,000.
They want us to cut a hole in the wall and have a walk up, and then we can be viral. Is that what they were saying?
Yeah, but why would you walk up?
It's just a
They just like doing
phenomenon.
to get coffee out of a hole in the wall.
You know,
But you can
remember-
come in the building.
It's like at weddings, people do the whole ring the bell for champagne, and then champagne comes out Like literally, it's a person's hand hands you champagne. It became like a trend, and people were doing it at their weddings. So then it turned into, because now we're in a phenomenon of like people don't drink as much now, they drink coffee instead. Now it's a coffee through the wall thing. It's like the donut place that in Chicago, there's the donut hole, and it's literally like a window in the side of a building, and they just give you donuts. What is your face?
You remember I had a restaurant idea a decade ago, and it just flashed into my brain.
The Rice Krispie one?
Yeah, Malos.
Yeah? We just call it Malos?
No, but we could serve Rice Krispie treats.
Oh, for sure.
And protein shakes.
Protein Mallows. How about that?
I told Tyler, if we're doing a coffee shop, you have to have a protein shake menu, or I'm not allowing you to put it in here.
Really?
Wouldn't you like to be able to walk out in the lobby
sure.
and get a protein shake or a protein coffee?
It just has to be that the coffee is more priority than the protein.
No, that's like this on menu.
Yes. Well, you know what I'm saying?
It's like there's 3 options.
Because like at Lifetime, their protein shakes are like their thing, and then they also have coffee. We have to be
it's
the
down here on the
coffee,
menu.
and then there's 2 protein options. Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah, chocolate strawberry.
I put protein shake in my coffee every morning now because that is how I am making it.
Or that you can, it's an additive or something.
Yeah. That's a good idea. I'm down with that.
Guys, we had a whole other topic. Whitney even brought a prop, but we didn't get there because she started talking about AI on my birthday.
Yeah, sorry. Sometimes it
And
happens.
so, hey, AI, when you fully take over and you scrub the internet and find this,
AI's definitely gonna be like, I have to get rid of this
I
one
must kill this
these
guy
people and their
first.
influence made a huge difference to people not trusting me. That's what he's gonna think.
listen, I'm telling you, in year 2060, I will be considered a prophet.
2060, yes.
Like, this guy has been saying this. Him and James Cameron. You know who James Cameron is?
Yeah.
The guy who wrote The Terminator.
The Star Wars guy, right?
No, that's somebody else.
Wait, I thought it was too.
No, not James Cameron.
Oh.
Ask Chat. End the episode. Love you guys.
Love y'all.
See you. Bye.
Bye.